What's up everyone, welcome back to Fight Night. Today let's get started with some interesting MMA news as Charles Oliveira delivered an incredible performance at UFC Rio. Oliveira looked pumped up after the win, and it was an outstanding comeback after his recent knockout loss against Ilia Topuria.
Charles Oliveira!
Charles Oliveira reacts to a submission win over Mateusz Gamrot at UFC Rio, explaining that the plan was always to smother him early and look for a quick finish. He says his team had discussed finishing Gamrot in the first round and that once the opening appeared, he immediately took it.
Só falou muito pra mim nos últimos dias, a gente tem que abafar.
Reality,
abafar.
the last few days, we kept talking about smothering him, starting off strong in the first round, defend the takedowns. In the first takedown defense, I thought I was going to grab the guillotine, but I got ahead of myself a little bit.
Eu quero finalizar o quanto antes,
If
e
you
dessa
see my
vez
other
não, eu fui
fights,
mais calmo,
you
eu
see
fiquei
that I
abafando o
was
tempo
trying to submit,
inteiro,
and if you
depois que eu
watch
errei
this
ele
fight, I
no
was trying to
style.
smother him
Então,
the
o
whole
caminho
time,
na
so
realidade era abafar.
the path was to
E o jogo ia
smother
assim,
him.
montando. Se minha mão me conectasse quando
If
fez
my
esse nocauteado, se
hands
me desse a
didn't
brecha,
connect,
igual eu falei. O meu jiu-jitsu é um jiu-jitsu do macaco, é um DNA.
We could knock
É um
him out,
jiu-jitsu de
but,
oportunidade.
you
Se
know,
aparecer,
that's
me
the
der a brecha, eu vou
macaco
pegar.
strategy. If there was an opening, we'd take it.
Hey Hunter, Charles Oliveira vs Max Holloway, BMF. Vamos fazer acontecer essa?
After Charles Oliveira publicly challenged him, Max Holloway says he's ready to settle their unfinished business. He explains that their first fight left questions because Oliveira blamed the loss on an injury, and now it's time to see what really happened between them. Holloway adds that his hand is almost healed, and once he's cleared, he's open to making the rematch happen.
I know, bro. I know already. I see the chat. We know, bro. We hear, bro. We heard the call out. Tell him. Only time will tell now, bruh. Type of fight, the White House. That's so long to wait. It'd be such a long wait, you know what I mean? Ain't making no promises, though. It'd be a fun one. And we've been talking about this fight. Me and him have a history. He's blaming it on some type of injury. I guess we get to figure it out now. huh? My hand is good. Not good. My hand is getting better. And we're just waiting to get cleared. I haven't really got back on the mats yet. I've been doing some strength and conditioning, but that's about it. We'll be back sooner than later. So
Charles Oliveira responds confidently to Max Holloway's claim that their fight will happen on his terms. He says he doesn't care about the location and is willing to fight Holloway even in his own hometown. Oliveira adds that a March date sounds ideal, calling it the perfect time for their potential matchup.
Max Holloway did it live right now. He said he wouldn't fight you in Brazil,
Uma luta que interessa a ele,
but it's a fight that
mas
interests
teria
him.
que ter nos termos dele.
But it would be in his terms.
Não, na realidade, os termos dele é o mesmo termo do UFC. Não importa se
His
pode ser na
terms are
casa
the same
dele,
as the UFC. It
se
can
ele
be
não
in
quer no
his
Brasil, pode
house.
ser em qualquer lugar do mundo.
If it's not in Brazil, it can be
Ele falou
anywhere in
que
the
não
world.
acha que o UFC fará
He
evento no
doesn't
Havaí.
think that the UFC will do an event in Hawaii, and he doesn't want to wait for the White House.
Mas ele citou a data de março.
But he mentioned March,
Uma data que interessa para ele. Você funcionaria?
which would be a
Pra
good
mim tá
date
perfeito,
for
por que
him.
não?
It's
Eu posso
perfect.
pro Havaí.
It's
Eu
a
nunca fui
perfect
lá.
fight.
Seria top conhecer.
It would be awesome to see Hawaii.
Charles Oliveira admits that following his defeat to Ilia Topuria, he lost the will to fight again, but after seeing heartfelt messages from fans and videos of children crying, he starts to feel inspired once more. He explains that the overwhelming support from people reminds him of his purpose and reignites his passion to compete. Charles Oliveira said, "I didn't want to go there anymore, I didn't want to be there anymore, but everyone, the people, the messages, the children crying, this killed me." Alex Pereira wished the fight had gone on a bit longer because he wanted to finish his show of dominance with an open-handed slap he had promised. He remembers landing a hard shot that caused bleeding and following up until the referees intervened. Pereira says he left the cage still wanting that final moment to complete what he started.
E antes das cotoveladas, consegui aplicar um golpe contundente ali, onde ele sentiu e veio agarrando nas pernas ali e tal. Uma sensação muito boa, né, cara? Quando eu bati ali primeiro ali, que eu vi o sangue, aí eu comecei a bater e tal, aí o árbitro veio, separou ali, né? Mas eu achei que faltou um pouquinho mais, porque eu tinha prometido dar uns tapas na cara dele e eu não consegui fazer isso.
Mas dia 4 de outubro,
Eu vou bater em você. Vou bater de mão aberta. Na sua cara.
Заключительный! Работаем! Пошли! Давай! Сара, хорош!
Dustin Poirier admits he deeply misses fighting, saying that after dedicating 2 decades of his life to the sport, waking up each day without it feels like a part of him has died. Dustin Poirier said, "Every day the moment my eyes open, I've done it for 2 decades. Dedicated my life to it, a part of me has died." Charles Oliveira called for the UFC to host a massive stadium event in Brazil, proposing himself and Alex Pereira as the headliners. He said he's confident they could fill a stadium, calling himself the biggest UFC name in Brazil. Oliveira added that fans deserve a major event, not just a small fight night, and envisioned a stacked card featuring both him and Pereira. Charles Oliveira said, "You can put me as the main event. I'm positive we can fill a stadium. I'm the biggest name in the UFC today in Brazil. There are other great names. Can you imagine doing a card featuring me and Podin? I think Brazilian people deserve it, not a small fight night, but a huge event." Luke Rockhold admits he used to criticize Alex Pereira, but now calls him one of the greatest. He says, Pereira's confidence and fearlessness set him apart, praising his consistency and mentality, despite not having a strong ground game. Rockhold describes Pereira as a true gangster and one of the most impressive champions in UFC history.
What'd you think about the UFC fight last week?
Man, I used to hate on Alex Pereira because a gangster. It's all about confidence. It's all about balls. It's like he has it. He has it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't hate on the motherfucker no more.
For sure.
He's one of the goats. Because he carries the same mindset every time. You know, like he don't have the ground game, but the got balls.
I love that.
No more hate, Alex. Hey, God, you're a gangster. You're he's one of the best champions of all time. Honestly, it's impressive.
Tom Aspinall says Cyril Gane presents a new kind of challenge he hasn't experienced before. He praises Gane's unique movement, fitness, and athleticism, noting that his style is unlike most heavyweights. Aspinall believes both of them will need to dig deep and push through exhaustion to find success in their matchup.
No, I think this is just another fight for me.
Sick.
Okay. I don't like to put that kind of pressure on myself. It's just like, I got to fight, I got an opponent, we got to work towards that. Cyril's really good as well, so...
He's fucking sick.
He's good, and I think he brings a whole new challenge that I've not really had before. The same that I have with him. He's just like, his style is different to a lot of heavyweights. He moves really well.
Yeah.
He's nimble. He's super fit, super athletic. I think we're both going to be in a stage where I think to get to him, we both need to be pretty exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's not something that I've really had to deal with too much before. A lot of heavyweights quite slow and ploddy. He isn't like that at all. So I think we both need to, I need to be super, super fit, and I need to get to a stage where both of us are slowed down a little bit before I get to it, which I like it. New challenge, I love it.
Tom Aspinall admitted that a prime Daniel Cormier would be one of the toughest opponents for his style. He explained that Cormier's relentless pressure, seamless level changes, elite wrestling, and endless cardio would make him an incredibly difficult matchup, even saying he's shared this opinion directly with DC himself.
Question, this is not part of the list. Is there any fighter, like, current or retired, in your weight class or not, in the UFC, that you were like, I would definitely lose to that guy?
Yeah.
Really?
You know DC, Daniel Cormier?
Yeah.
Peak DC has the worst style for me ever.
He's got a nasty style.
He's like short, I've said this to his face as well, he's like short guy who just keeps walking forward, changing levels in between like grappling punches. He can knock you out, he can take you down. He's got like cardio for days. For my style, he's a nightmare.
Fair.
Yeah.
That was a quick answer.
Yeah.
I've thought about it.
Yeah. I've seen loads of DC fights, and I was like,
oh, he was a beast. Peak DC was unreal.
The way he like picks a leg and then just swing. His swing, bro. He swings from here, and like his head will be down, and then just catch a chin.
Damn.
And then you're gone.
That's force.
Yeah. And his wrestling is unbelievable.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Merab Dvalishvili praises Davison Figueiredo for his impressive win at UFC Rio, calling it a strong showing against a tough opponent. He congratulates him on the performance and says he's ready to face him next. Merab Dvalishvili said, "Congratulations, Deiveson Figueiredo. Great performance against a top opponent. I'm waiting for you." Deiveson Figueiredo responds to Merab Dvalishvili's congratulatory post by noting, "Merab speaks his mind and has openly called for a fight." Figueiredo admits Merab's record shows why he's beating the best in the division and says facing him will require serious preparation. He acknowledges that controlling or finishing Merab will be difficult, so he plans to train hard to be ready.
You challenged Merab in the post-fight interview. He just tweeted congratulating you, saying it was a great performance against a great opponent, that he's waiting for you. Apparently you've already convinced Merab. Do you think you've convinced the UFC as well to give you a chance? It's not anything new that Merab speaks his mind. He's been saying that he wants to fight me. He knows I'm a guy that will put him in danger. I can't submit him. I can't take him down. But I have to train a lot because he's a guy that's totally different. He's very good, and that's why he's beating everyone in the division. He's fought almost everyone, all the best, and he won easily. But I want to be prepared for him, you can be sure.
Deiveson Figueiredo trains specifically to counter Merab's wrestling, concentrating on takedown defense and submissions. He notices Merab can get opponents to the mat, but often struggles to keep them there or finish with a submission. Figueiredo plans to sharpen his guillotine and overall grappling so he can neutralize Merab's pace and long-range style and turn opportunities into his own.
He's a really good grappler. I just see one detail that he doesn't do with excellency is that he takes guys down, but he doesn't hold them down. We see that he takes them down and he doesn't know how to submit. He's got kind of long distance striking, which complicates guys. Even the best guys in the division, he complicates it with his pace. And I want to be ready in that sense, in the grappling part, being able to defend his takedowns, take him down. I want to train my guillotines more. I know they have a powerful guillotine.
Jane Silva and Paulo Costa ran into each other at UFC Rio, months after Silva publicly voiced his dislike for Costa earlier this year. The brief encounter drew attention given their past tension and Silva's previous critical remarks about him.
Paulo goes the other side.
Dylan Dennis takes a jab at Demetrius Johnson, claiming he earns far more than the former UFC champion ever did during his title reign. He says his popularity and the attention he brings make him highly valuable, adding that his deal with DAZN rewards him generously for it.
Right now I'm making so much money. I'm making more money than you probably made in all your title fights, no offense. But like I'm making
okay,
so much.
well, let's get into how you making all this goddamn money. How you making money? You have not accomplished from what?
Fighting and gambling. I have a lot of sponsorships.
Okay, gamble. I would say probably gamble, but I don't know. You ain't doing enough.
Listen. When you fight and you have the name that I have and the eyes I bring, the zone pays very well.
Oh, okay. So what's well? What you getting, like 6 figures, 250, 350, or are you talking about you at like 850?
I'm not gonna say exact numbers, but I would say higher than that.
Okay, higher than that. Okay, then why you want to fight in UFC if you making good money? Because you know you go to the UFC, they go cut all that money. You ain't gonna be able to.
You know that.
Oh, yeah, I know that. That's why I black got out. But you ain't gonna be able to negotiate what you can't do when you're in the zone or you're in Misfits. So why do you want to go there?
It's more about legacy, and it's more about showing. Because I know how good I am, dude. Like I honestly like if you know, at the end of the day, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna have money, whatever, all this. But I want to know that I tried, you know? That's the thing, I guess.
Walter Walker calls out Talison Teixeira for turning down a fight at UFC Rio, despite publicly expressing interest online. He vents his frustration, comparing Teixeira's behavior to Renato Moicano's, saying both talk boldly but don't follow through when it's time to fight.
Cara, realmente ofereceu outros nomes, então?
Vários.
E por que não rolou?
Esse cuzão do Chicão, ele é igual o Renato Moicano, tá ligado? Ele comenta lá, oi sumido. Aí eu falei, mano, mete marcha então, tá ligado? Quer lutar, mano? Bora. Tá ligado? Aí, não, tô treinando pra dezembro, pra novembro, não tô pronto agora.
Aí, Chicão, recebe essa intimada ao vivo aí, ó.
Tá ligado? Não, mano, tá ligado? O Renato Moicano queria lutar com o Charles do Bronx, tá ligado? Aí fala, meu irmão, eu tô pronto pra lutar no Brasil, o que vocês acham disso? Aí os caras falam, vamos? Aí o cara, não tô pronto, não tô no peso, tá ligado?
Só engajamento, só engajamento.
Mano, engajamento é o caralho, mano. Vocês têm que ser realistas, mano. Você quer lutar? Não precisa ficar arrumando marketingzinho, tá ligado? Querendo aparecer, fazer gracinha pra aparecer, sendo que você não é sujeito homem de fazer o bagulho, tá ligado?
And that's a wrap for today's video. Thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our other videos on the screen right now.